brothers? You know who it is. You know what time it is. Your boy Savage, aka Sev Cisneros. You tune in the Sev Lokes Hotels 2.0. Like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. Big shout out to all the real ones, all the riders, everybody that's showing the channel love. And also, big shout out to them trolls that act like hoes. More high salute to you fools also too. So stay on your job and make the view count go up. So let's get to this video, man. And in this video, it comes from the comment section. The homie Eswaldo, he wanted me to do a video on the Northside criminals. And there's a couple people that actually asked me to do this video. So let's get to it. Northside criminals, man. Big shout out to the criminals. A North Denver based gang. And a solid bunch of individuals from this tribe. Got nothing but respect for them. One big reason why I got a lot of respect for the Northside criminals, they got lesser of the numbers when it comes to Northside hoods, because there's powerhouses in the North like the Northside Mafia and also like the UTAs. They had more numbers, but the criminals, for them being a smaller hood, them fools handle their business. I ain't never heard, of them fools being in situations and not handling their business. So my high salute to them, just being a smaller hood and actually competing with, powerhouses like NSM, because they got the numbers and the number game. For them, being a smaller circle, bro, they put in work, so North Denver, a lot of people, they identify with red, the red rag, and the color red. But original Northside Mafia fools, they had black rags. But over the time, the youngsters, they started, representing the red rag, and Nebraska Cornhuskers, all jackets that were red. Northside criminals was the very few that actually represented the blue rag. Northside criminals, you could get them mistaken as Northside Crips, because they say cuz they represent the blue rag, and they take on the persona more of Crip and Keyways, but they keep the identity original North Denver, and they're not Crips. And another thing is a number of Northside criminals I know, they actually they done had beef with some of the Bloods out here in Denver. So it was always love, especially being younger, and me and them fools and running into them fools, because they beefed with certain blood hoods. It was always love and respect on this side. There's been situations that we were in the trenches together with a couple of them fools. I remember the first time I actually came in interaction with somebody from Northside Criminal. It was at Cinco de Mayo back in the day, and I could remember a fight broke out, and there was this youngster, and he had NSC tatted on him on the back, and this fool had a one-hitter quitter, bro, and he was banging with these fools at Cinco de Mayo, and he was putting fools on their back, bro, and it was crazy because he would be like, cuz, F these fools, cuz. And at first I thought, he was a loc, but there were some fools that were with him, and they were like, nah, he's from criminals. And I never even really knew what criminals were. I knew of different Northside hoods, but I didn't know what the criminals were. And, he was cool with these fools. Well, down the road, I started hearing about the criminals, and I'm like, are they locs? And fools were like, nah, they're just Northside Denver fools, but they mess with the locs tough, and they wear the color blue. And, they even say seize up, like the homie in the comment section. So I was like, they really have, the loc lingo down, and I get out the penitentiary and I parole, and I go to the Mesa Verde Hotel, and I got a hotel room, and right next door, some fool moves in with his girl, and he's all tatted down, and I come out, and I'm outside of the hotel, and he comes out smoking a cigarette, and he was like, hey, what's up, cuz? I'm Juju from Northside Criminals. And I was like, are you fools locs? And he's like, nah, this is Northside Criminal gang, but my brothers is locs, and I mess with the locs tough. Me and him get cool. We get so cool, we're patrolling the hotel. And if you know anything about the Mesa Verde Hotel, it's on West Colfax by Sheridan and Colfax. And it's gang related over there. So we started, holding it down the hotel and pressing fools that were over there. And sure enough, Juju's always there. Like he's a warrior, homie. I gotta give shout out to the homie Juju. He goes back to the penitentiary, and I knew his brother actually, the homie Little Menace. I knew his brother, and because me and Menace, we kicked a little bit back, and we was chilling at a couple parties, bro, and like I knew, and I didn't put it two and two together that they were related. But when I had ran into the homie Menace down the road, he showed me a picture, and he's like, "This is my big brother Juju," and I said, bro, I know your brother," and it was always love. So I was like, "Where's your brother at?" Where's your brother at? And he said he went back to the penitentiary. So I was like, "Yeah, we was over there holding it down at the Mesa Verde, the Mesa Motor Hotel." Well, he gets out and we run into each other, and it's embraced right away. So we start doing some music, and he takes me to the studio. They got a big old studio with I think his name, not Scratch G. It's some fools that he messed with from Northside Criminals. The criminal homie, who's the homie that does music over there. They got a big old studio. And I think he was maybe Kun Crew, some fools from Kun Crew, I don't know, but Juju was doing music. He had some pretty tight music. Well, anyways, long story short, a short story about the criminal homie. One day, my sister, she has this dude, and she's chilling with this dude from California, and this little fool thing, he was super, super tough. He just had that arrogant aspect of California, and he was a youngster, and he was from like the 18th Street area, and he was acting up with my sister. My sister called, and she's like, "Hey, this fool won't get out of my house." So I was like, "I'm on my way." She said, "But his homies are over here." So, I didn't even call nobody from the hood or nothing. Juju, he had hit me, and I called this fool like, "Hey, bro, I need you to slide over here with me." And he's like, "Bet, come pick me up." And so he came. I went to go pick this fool up, and this crazy ass fool, he comes over there with something, bro. And I said, "All right, that's what's up. The homie from Criminals is a rider. The homie OG Juju." So we go to where my sister lived, bro, and I parked on the side, and I walk up, and I'm like creeping towards the door, and I hear this fool, Little Juan. He just slamming stuff in the house, and he called my sister a B, and I came through that door, and I just cracked this fool. And I got on top, and I was mixing him. He's leaking. I said, "Get up, homie, come outside." Well, crazy Juju, literally, he had the whole apartment complex. He's patrolling, and nobody will walk up because Juju's right there. Criminal homies, they're riders, bro. Juju, he a rider. And most of everybody that I ever met from the Criminals, they put in work, definitely, So big shout out to the Criminals, bro. My high salute to everybody. You know what it is. Let's go.